Okay, here we go. Take 5. Why take 5? Because the 4 previous versions would have had this channel taken down immediately. Yeah, that's the kind of country we live in, guys. One slip and you're toast and gone. I'm going to have to think about going over to Rumble. Right, what have we got for you? Well, I'm going to do 2 videos back to back. The first is Nigel Farage, the Reform Party, and the second is going to be Ben Habib of Advance UK. Let's get on with it. Farage, why I wanted to launch Jewish Alliance for Reform UK. I'm not going to go off on a rant too much on this one, guys, because the video would just get memory old and nothing at all would get out. I've been watching videos by Carl Benjamin and Emil Kosman, seeing how they get around with this problem. A problem that we've got to find a solution for one day. Right, so why did Farage welcome the launch of a Jewish members' organisation for Reform UK? It's only sadness that we're doing it at all. I'll let you read it and I'll stop at relevant bits. 200 mainly Jewish party supporters were there at the launch. Farage said that we shouldn't even need to think about forming this. Actually, that's not quite true. He thought about it on day one and spoke about it. Well-received speech. Some Jewish bloc activists were there. Right, here's the little bit I wanted to tell you. And I have to choose my words with care. I hate self-censorship. I really do. I mean, but I'm going to have to do it in this case just to get the message out. The Reform leader also claimed senior intelligence sources had told him the Muslim Brotherhood. First thing, what are senior intelligence sources doing talking to Nigel Farage? That's got to be a breach of security for a start. Nigel Farage is not the Prime Minister of this country yet, and hopefully he never will be. Reform will never get my vote. It'll be a case of, hey, don't blame me, I didn't vote for him. Yeah, but what were senior intelligence sources doing talking to Nigel Flash Harry Farage? Thank you, commenter. I like that. Flash Harry Farage. After the Flashman book's brilliant. Some at McDonald. Anyhow, he goes on to say, senior intelligence sources had told him the Muslim Brotherhood, not prescribed in this country, had been allowed to dig themselves very deep into the British structure. Is there anything deeper in the British structure than a member of Parliament of our government? And yet how many of them belong to similar organisations that Farage is attempting to start up here? I mean, I think there's now over 300 MPs from both Labour and Tory party who belong to the Friends of Israel. I showed you the video of a committee meeting where all those on the committee declared their interests as being either members of the Friends of Israel or sitting on the board of deputies of British Jews or receiving funds from Israel. Yeah, that seems pretty deeply embedded into the British structure to me. What do you think? Carry on reading, shall we? Alan Mendoza, the Jewish Westminster councillor. Mendoza spoke of the challenges Britain faces with regards to integration. Recent immigrants have not taken on the lesson of British values, and we all know who was behind all these new immigrants, but we can't say it. Reformed Jewish Alliance was here to act as a challenge to this development and offered both a home and a voice to British Jews in reform. It's actually Nigel Farage who came up with this idea of the RJA. Yeah. Nigel scrabbling for votes and a pat on the head. Nigel knows who runs the world. I mean, this man is the best friend of the Jewish community in this country. He's going to chase the anti-Semites out of this country and make sure British values return. Well, I guess they'll be trying to chase me out of the country then, yeah. Although I'm not an anti-Semite, I'm an anti-Zionist. Anti-Semitism is wrong. You mustn't be an anti-Semite. Don't be an anti-Semite. Yeah, I know you love your country, but being an anti-Semite is wrong. Oh dear. Richard Tice, another lickspittle, Reform's deputy leader, also homed in on Judo-Christianity, adding it's the foundation of who we are as a nation. Actually, it's Christianity was the foundation of our nation. To link it to Judaism, their Bible is the Old Testament. I think the New Testament is a much better reflection of Christian values than the Old Testament. Yeah. Think of it as abrogation. Tice then introduced the audience to another recent high-profile Reform defector, the former Tory Home Secretary Suella Braverman, whose Jewish husband, Raoul, was seated in the front row. Oh, she praised Farage. When he becomes Prime Minister, he will bring an end to unprecedented anti-Semitism and he will ban the 8 marches and be alive to the Islamism and sectarianism that has ripped this country apart. Yeah, we've only got the sectarianism, haven't we, really? Because we've brought in to our country 2 opposing ethnic groups who hate each other. Sectarianism, I saw that in Northern Ireland. Doesn't end well. British people are caught in the middle of this one, aren't they? But yeah, we should ban the 8 marches when they are 8 marches and not demonstrations. I've said before we should ban all Palestinian flags on the streets at demonstrations. Perhaps also we should ban all Israeli flags at demonstrations like the ones we've seen outside the Iranian embassy, where Tommy Robinson said that we should go to war with them, that we should bomb them. Yeah. It's depressing stuff today, guys. They're going to target between 10 and 15 parliamentary seats. Isaac Herzog's former chief strategist had agreed to become director of the Friends of Israel group. Yeah. Jen reflected that since Tony Blair, we had been served by leaders who cared about the community in Israel. Yeah, our leaders care more about a country in the Middle East than they do about their own people. What was it Ben Habib said? Fix the UK first, and then we can fix the world. And then he went off, didn't he, to join that protest and call for the closing down of the Iranian embassy, a sovereign state we're not at war with. Yeah, and saying that we should overthrow their government. Great. Sounds like foreign interference to me. Anyhow, guys, that's all I got for you on Nigel. Now, I don't know whether to do the Benabib one next, or carry out an experiment. We'll see. First, let's get this out. You've been listening to Paul Morris, The Green Arrow.